Hello everybody, welcome back to the EAFC 25 Aston Villa career mode save, and we are doing okay. It's not been a bad start to the season. Everything's going alright, happy with the squad. The squad meets all registration criteria, and we have a very busy October coming up. So quickly jumping into the calendar, you can see we have Atalanta, Spurs, West Ham, Man United, Bayern Munich, and an away cup game against Leeds, all to get through in this month. So I think what we're going to do is we will play Atalanta in the Champions League, we will sim Spurs, sim West Ham, play Bayern Munich, play Man United, and then sim the Carabao Cup game against Leeds, where hopefully we pick up a win. So that is the plan. Let's crack on straight into it and see how we get on against Atalanta. No news, no nothing like that. Straight into match day. So Villa Park welcomes Champions League football again, hosting Atalanta, or Bergami Calcio, as they're called in EAFC. If you can hear some really weird noise, someone in the roof above me is doing some sort of DIY repair work, and it's very, very irritating. But Louis Openda scored 2 in his last game for Aston Villa. Aston Villa won 7-1 in the Champions League last time out against Sparta Prague. The fans will be hoping for the same. Surely a tougher game awaits them against Atalanta. So the Champions League anthem runs around Villa Park. It's a welcomed anthem, isn't it, to have back in Birmingham. As Aston Villa line up in their 4-4-2 as to be expected. Martinez is in goal. Torres and Branthwaite at the back with Tierney and Ellis Alert in there. McGinn is partnered by Redondo in the only change in this lineup, with Openda and Ferguson making quite the strike force for Aston Villa this season. They are hoping that they can make it 2 wins from 2 in the Champions League. Atalanta also won their first game in this year's Champions League. They are lining up with Marko Koneski in goal in a 3-4-1-2. Hein, Orban and Kolasinac in front of him. Ederson and Plasilic make up the midfield too, with Gary on the left. De Ketelaere is in behind Gianluca Scamacca and Jimenez. And the game gets underway, and it should be a very exciting game. As mentioned, both of these teams coming off the back of a win in the Champions League. That'll be a foul early on Kieran Tierney, and a yellow card inside a minute for Bellanova. Let's see if we can get him, a second yellow. Intrigued to see how we get on today. Don't normally come up against a back three, but we're starting well here as Leon Bailey gets down the right-hand side, puts the cross in. Ferguson with a header, great save. Openda on the rebound. Aston Villa with an early lead. 3 minutes and 12 seconds. It's a dream start for Unai Emery's team. What a ball in from Bailey, and what a header from Ferguson, and what a save from Karneski, to be honest. But that is just what Openda needed to get another goal in this season's Champions League. Easy little finish. His second touch of the game. It's a goal. 1-0 Villa. Really good football from Villa as Ferguson gives a run through, but he's offside. It was a really good build-up play. Ferguson, Rodgers delayed the pass maybe a little bit too long. But yeah, I think Atalanta are going to struggle with our 2 up front. Jimenez turns into the box. Branthwaite stands him up really well and gets that one out of danger. Redondo. Morgan Rogers gives it away. It was going for a little 1-2 with Redondo, but not the right option. Scamacca lays this one back to Plasilic into Jimenez. Jimenez out to Bellanova. Picked up that early yellow card, but we've not really had a chance to run at him since then. Good turn into the area. Out it goes to De Ketelaere with a shot. Martinez, easy save. Elias Alert looks forward towards Bailey. Just about keeps that in. Wins a throw in high up the pitch. Atalanta have been keeping the ball well, but not really doing much with it. I think Ferguson's offside there. The referee will probably play on because the ball didn't actually get to him. Elias Alert pings it out wide. Rogers. Tierney with the overlap. Just holds on to the ball. Knocks it back to Redondo. Out to Elias Alert. Trying to utilise our wide men here. Give a bit of space in towards the strikers, but it's a good block. Yeah, with the wing backs in the 3 centre-back system, we can afford to keep the ball wide and try and exploit the width as Openda's there into Bailey again. Bailey up towards Ferguson. Oh, we got a connection with the overhead kick, but it's over the bar. John McGinn, great ball to find Leon Bailey. Openda's giving him a good run down the line. Openda's getting into a bit of space, puts a cross in towards Ferguson again. It's a tactic I'm not afraid of using, is the little sort of long balls up towards, or high crosses I should say, not long balls, high crosses in towards Ferguson, because he is very, very good in the air, as Jimenez is tackled very well. Redondo finds Ferguson. Ferguson not got too many options there, got swallowed up by the Atalanta blue and white, to be honest. Udagiri up towards Scamacca. Atalanta putting a good bit of play together here. Jimenez just had to go backwards. Not many options. They've got it wide to Ruggeri again. That's a good ball into Scamacca, who uses his strength well, but Pau Torres can just have enough about him to hold that one up. And Leon Bailey looks to... Whoa, what a challenge. Bloody hell. Morgan Rogers comes forward. Good run from Ferguson. Ferguson flicks it inside. Openda's there. Openda! Got his head on it. I think it took the keeper by surprise. It's 2 for Openda, 2 for Villa. And Unai Emery is loving life in the Champions League. A really good counter-attack. And Louis Openda is looking value for money for that £99 million that we spent on him in the summer. What a diving header that is. I think it took the keeper by surprise because I assume he thought I was going to bring it down and volley it, because it's not the best placed header, but it's taken so early. It's 2-0 Villa. So half-time at Villa Park, 2-0 to the home team. Unai Emery is loving life at the moment as Aston Villa manager. No changes at half-time for either team. It's the double from Louis Openda that has given the Villains a 2-0 lead. Let's see if the second half follows the same pattern, or will Atalanta commit a few more men forward. Elias Yalert goes up towards Leon Bailey, just trying to get it onto a bit of space to whip in across to find Ferguson's head, but couldn't quite make it work. Yeah, Atalanta not causing us a whole heap of troubles here. Good pressure from John McGinn. Leon Bailey comes forward with it. Lots of space opening up for the winger. Puts a cross in. Ferguson with a header. Just past the post. I thought it might have taken a deflection, but it is a goal kick. Openda turns. He's got Leon Bailey outside of him. Uses him. Back to Openda. Oh, just a heavy touch allowed the defender to get a nick on the ball, and Scamacca looks to launch. Jimenez with a great turn. He's pulled away from Branthwaite. Jimenez is in. Martinez, what a save that is from the goalkeeper. Probably should have been lobbed, but Jimenez wastes a glorious opportunity, and really the first opportunity of the game for Atalanta that they've really managed to carve out, and it was all thanks to Jimenez's brilliance and just isolating Branthwaite there. What a ball that is, but it's going to be overhit. Ferguson won't get that one. Openda just facing up against this man, tried to step over, couldn't get through. Karneski will clear this one away, and Jimenez wins the header very well. De Ketelaere takes over. Ederson back to Pasalic. Pasalic under pressure from John McGinn, and John McGinn has fed it through to Openda. Can he get the hat-trick? It's a really, really good save from Karneski. Made himself big and managed to stop Openda getting his hat-trick. Leon Bailey fires that one up towards Evan Ferguson, but couldn't get it through. Jimenez holds the ball up well. Scamacca is getting an end-to-end feel of it, but Scamacca's offside. So substitutions for Aston Villa as Bargi and Konza are coming on to replace Branthwaite and Bailey, as Gazdag comes on to replace Ruggeri for Atlanta. Pasalic back to Scamacca. Atalanta having a good bit of possession near the Aston Villa box, but just squeezed out of it. But I think there's an earlier free kick in there for Atalanta. It is, and it's in a dangerous position, this. And it's a great hit. Oh my word, it's off the bar. What an effort from the free kick. Gazdag, the substitute, trying to keep it alive. It's all a bit scrappy in there at the moment. Redondo is tackled, but Rogers will pick up the loose ball and hasn't got too many options. Evan Ferguson is one. It's going to deflect through to Rogers, is it? He's sort of battling his way through Morgan Rogers there, but eventually, well, Atalanta did get a bit more of possession, but it's not going to be enough. Openda's in for the hat-trick. He gets it on the rebound. That's 3 for Villa, 3 for Openda. A Champions League hat-trick. Love it. So Openda seals his hat-trick with one of the scrappier goals he'll score in his career, I'm sure. It's, two headers and a lovely finish, I think, for Openda in this game. But, yeah, Atalanta haven't really shown enough with this 3-5-2 that they're playing. It's not really worked for them. Or 3-4-1-2. De Ketelaere, I don't think they've managed to get him on the ball in advanced positions enough. But, yeah, we've played well, and, I mean, Openda is just feeling very, very nice. Here is Luke Shaw rocking up at Atalanta. Konza, who came on for Branthwaite, has done really well defending that, although Redondo has lost out in a dangerous position, but he's got Konza bailing him out of the back, so that's not a problem. John McGinn comes forward. Aston Villa are readying a couple of substitutes if they have time to bring them on. Bargi goes up to Openda, who we think will be coming off. Lays on off. Redondo! It's not a good effort on his left foot. I thought I'd have a go from range to see if we could get something, but no luck there. 3 minutes to go. Not sure if these substitutes are going to get on the pitch or not. So with 30 seconds left to go, the players are going to get on the pitch. It's Duran, Fresneda and Philijan on for Openda, Tierney and Rogers. I was trying to plan for the Spurs game and give some people a bit of a rest, but they're going to get 25 seconds of rest. And that is full time. Barely enough time to even get the substitutes' names up on the board, but it is 3-0 Villa. What a win. A hat-trick for Louis Openda. So a cracking win in the Champions League. Now we're going to be taking on Tottenham. It's second v fourth. We're second in the Premier League. Tottenham are currently sitting in 4th place, so they are having a pretty good season. We've got a few unread messages in here as well. Mudryk is back and fit. You know how important you are, and I know what you can do, Jaden. Jaden's actually done okay in his little cameos that he's had since other players have been injured. We've got a few players going on international duty. Nothing else in there. Right. This is a simulated game that we're going to do against Spurs, and I think everybody's fit and healthy. Leon Bailey could do with a little bit of a rest, so we will start Mudryk on his return from injury. Branthwaite, again, not having the best recovery, it seems. Kamara will get back in there in central midfield. We'll stick with Ferguson up front, and Ramsey obviously out for a long time with that knee injury. So I think we go with that. Let's see, can they pick up the result against Spurs? It's 1-1. Not too bad. Kulusevski with the goal for them, and McGinn scored. Openda missed a penalty. Wow, not good for Louis Openda. The first game in a while, he hasn't scored. So back after the international break, no injuries to report, apparently. We will just double check. We've got our Singapore Youth Scout update as well for a central midfielder from Singapore. 55 to 73 overall. Oh, his growth is horrendous. Is there anyone that's going to have good potential from Singapore? I'm not surprised if there isn't, but 60 to 84, 62 to 84, 65 to 89 for a 14-year-old isn't too bad. We'll leave the scout out there doing a little bit more of his good work and see what else he brings through. We've got an offer from the Hungarian FA as well, which I'm going to ignore. But yeah, West Ham up next, 4th v 8th in the league at the moment. We are the last game to kick off at the weekend. Everybody is fully fit and raring to go, so literally no need to change anything in this one, as it's a 2-0 win. Kamara gets a rare goal in the 88th minute, and Leon Bailey scores as well. Mudryk on to replace Rogers, and Fresneda came on for Tierney. Tielemans on for McGinn as well. So some good performances coming in from this Villa team. It's good to see. So next up is Bayern Munich. Not doing very well in the Champions League, it appears, this year. We're top of the Champions League phase group, so we've got all to play for. But Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena, you would imagine this is going to be quite tough. So at the Allianz Arena, it is Bayern Munich hosting Aston Villa. These two had a match-up last season as well, a 1-1 draw in that game. A couple of changes for Unai Emery's team in the Champions League tonight, but we'll be back to go through the home team first, and then the villains. So we know that Bayern Munich are a formidable force at home and in Europe, and it is a star-studded lineup. Manuel Neuer leads it in goal. We've got Bowie at right back, Kim Min-jae, Konate and Mende at the back. Locatelli with Palhinha in the middle. Musiala, Williams and Elise play behind Harry Kane, who is 1 yellow card away from a suspension in the Champions League. It is a multinational, multi-star lineup for Bayern Munich. Aston Villa have been in good form under Unai Emery as well, and a couple of changes come into Unai Emery's team for this game away in Germany. John McGinn keeps the captain's armband. He's been pretty much ever present this season and since Unai Emery took over at the club. But the lineup today in a 4-4-2, as we know and love with Unai Emery, is Martinez in goal, Elias Yalert, Pau Torres, Branthwaite and Fresneda comes in at left back. Onana comes in to partner McGinn in midfield for some strength. It's Mudryk on the right. Duran, Openda are up front, with Morgan Rogers starting on the left. So the game gets underway with the away team kicking us off from right to left, and Unai Emery know this will be a much tougher challenge than what they've recently had. The Spurs game was a bit tough, took a bit out of them, but the players seem to have recovered well and picked up where they left off, although Duran has given a pass away to Nico Williams there. Musiala comes forward, great challenge on him from Jared Branthwaite, getting a good experience of Champions League football. And this is lovely football here as Aston Villa look to come forward, and it's Mykhailo Mudryk. He's just running out of space a little bit. A little cutback, picks out Openda. Onana on the edge of the box. What a save from Manuel Neuer. Nearly a fantastic start to the game for Aston Villa. Really good football. And Onana is denied by Manuel Neuer, making a great save low down to his left as the corner comes in. It's a good ball. Pau Torres underneath it. Nobody can get on the loose ball. Harry Kane looks to clear it away. And Bayern Munich holding on early doors here at the Allianz. Elias Yalert with a lot of space to run into on the right-hand side. Just trying to fire a low crossing. Got it all horribly wrong, and he won't want to see that one in the highlights. Oh, Musiala has just used a burst of pace to get through. Jared Branthwaite struggling to keep up. Eventually does, though. The former Everton defender's pace bails him out. And Aston Villa have got to be wary of that. Harry Kane dropped deep. A big space opened up behind him. And it just allowed Musiala to run into it and have a really good opportunity. But luckily, Jared Branthwaite's long stride managed to get him back and tackle the young German attacking midfielder. Elise twisting and turning for Munich, just stands up and lets Branthwaite dive in. Elise doing really well. He's bringing out all the tricks, but Fresneda just about stops him and can get the ball away to Morgan Rogers. This is much more of a game that we'd expect against Bayern Munich. Really putting up a challenge and getting into some good positions as Musiala comes forward into Harry Kane again. Got a foot on the ball, and then Pau Torres gets the denying foot on it and stops Harry Kane in his tracks. Onana looks to bring it away. Bowie reads it well, and yes, it's end to end this one as Michael Elise could be in. Is he caught late? He is. It's a red card. What? That is never a red card foul. The referee has had an absolute shocker. It's just a mistimed little step. Never a red card. What's the referee playing at? Aston Villa down to 10. Pau Torres with an early bath. So Ezri Konsa is going to come on to fill that gap at the back, replacing Johan Duran, leaving Openda up front as our only really out. Free kick then for Bayern Munich in a dangerous position. Harry Kane is over it, leaves it. Elise lays it off square. It's not very good. And Mykhailo Mudryk here has got a chance to break. And he's got a lot of pace, Mudryk. Not quite enough. Good tackle from Bowie. Oh, Harry Kane's through. He's robbed the defender. What a finish from Harry Kane. I couldn't get the ball out. The 10 men of Aston Villa have been punished. And Harry Kane makes it 1-0. A rocket finish into the top corner. Yeah, just couldn't. I was just struggling on the ball. Konsa got robbed, maybe not warmed up properly, unexpected to come on, but it's a lovely finish from Harry Kane. It's 1-0 to the home team, 1-0 Bayern Munich. Morgan Rogers has done really well on this side. Tries to bring a little back heel to find Fresneda and does. He'll look to the far post towards Mudryk, heads it down. Oh, McGinn tried to get there. We are severely lacking an option up front. It's noticeable being a man light. Onana tries to bundle his way through, but it's covered well, and Manuel Neuer, great composure. Openda runs the channel. There's no real support for him, and Openda's still going, runs straight into Locatelli. And yeah, we are struggling to create. That's the Bayern Munich just sort of sitting in, doing a good job. They've got that 1-0 lead. They know they don't need too much more. Great defending there from Konsa. Oh, he's given a bloody foul again. Corner to Bayern Munich. Martinez saving a shot from Nico Williams. As Nico Williams. Nico Williams. A header from Paulinho goes past the post. Harry Kane on it again. Lovely through ball. Musiala's in. Musiala. Oh, he was put off by the challenger Branthwaite. Could have been another red card and a potential penalty there, but Musiala stayed on his feet. Good save from Martinez. It will go behind for a corner as it goes into a dangerous area. Onana's there to get a touch on it. Konate can't keep it in. Goal kick. Fresneda sweeping pass out to find Mykhailo Mudryk. And Mykhailo Mudryk trying to just dance his way into the box. But again, just no real options. The defensive numbers that Bayern Munich have, especially with the extra man and a goal lead, means they've got nothing really to worry about as Williams comes forward with the ball here. He beat Elias Yalert for pace into Musiala. Great defending from Konsa, who probably does feel a bit aggrieved that he's no longer in the starting 11 since the Branthwaite signing, but it is what it is. Musiala just knocks that one back to Locatelli, trying to find his way through. Great ball through. Elise, 2-0 Bayern. It's been coming. I can't keep them out. Really good goal. Well done, Michael Elise. Morgan Rogers comes forward. Space opens up for him a little bit. Just tried to do a little reverse pass to Openda. Didn't work. We've got to change something up, I think, for the second half. 2-0 down. And down to 10 men. So substitutions at half-time for Aston Villa. They've brought on Evan Ferguson for Louis Openda, and Kieran Tierney's come on at left-back for Fresneda. New plan, get the ball up towards Ferguson and try and get him to hold it up, bring other people into play as and when he can. Here is Ferguson. He's held that one up well and found Rogers. Again, not just nothing really in the box for him, Rogers. Tries to cut it back. Ferguson's there. God, it was a little great effort from the edge of the box. Neuer with an unorthodox save keeps it out. It remains 2-0 to Aston Villa. John McGinn is going to have to put a good delivery into the box. It's towards the back post, headed alive. Rogers turns. Rogers Really good save again from Manuel Neuer. It'll be another corner. Aston Villa have started better in this game. They really have started better. It's a corner. Swung in from Rodgers. For Branthwaite. Oh, I wasn't sure who it was. I said for Fanthwaite. Trying to say Ferguson or Branthwaite. It was Branthwaite. Header. Just not on target. Good start to the second half. Konza looked up towards McGinn, who had pushed forward but couldn't get the pass right. And we are... It goes to show how much I've got used to a two-man striker system, because I'm really struggling to create anything with just Ferguson up there. He's done a good job of holding the ball up when we can find him, as Onana will do now into Ferguson. And like that, he's good on holding the ball up. Mudryk just turns. I think I've left that too late. Elias Yalert is offside. Nico Williams comes down the left for Bayern. Elias Yalert gets a foot on there. It's going to fall to Mendy, though. Mendy. Nico Williams. Great save, Martinez. Oh, my word. I'm glad that Real Madrid didn't give us enough money or a good enough deal to mean we had to sell him, because he has been superb for us this season. Onana gets the ball just stuck under his feet. Paulinho with a good tackle. And, yeah, we're just... I mean, Bayern are showing their class. This is more like the sort of game I was expecting. Harry Kane, Williams, 3-0. Game over. 64 minutes gone. 10-man Aston Villa have struggled in Germany. So we'll use the opportunity to get some fresh legs on. It's John McGinn and Onana off. Redondo and Tielemans coming on in central midfield. Musiala with the ball. He's got through to Harry Kane. A really good tackle. It's actually bouncing around. Musiala makes it 4. When your luck's out, your luck's out. I don't know how he's got on the end of that before Martinez. 20 minutes to go. 4-0 Bayern. Redondo out to Elias Yalert. Good touch to take it away from the defender. Yalert puts it into the box towards Ferguson. Kim Min-jae, really good defending. He's going to be tough to beat in the air there from Evan Ferguson. But I feel like 4-0 is a bit harsh on a day where we got a very harsh red card. This could be a yellow card here for Redondo, and it is. But yeah, I feel like we've been a bit hard done by today. Ferguson waits a ball through to find Mykhailo Mudryk. Kanat. Oh, Mendy showing wonderful pace there. Unbelievable pace to get back at Mykhailo Mudryk. 10 minutes to go, and Bayern Munich have this one all but wrapped up. Mykhailo Mudryk in a bit of space tries to put a cross into the box again. Kim Min-jae's head is in the way, and with 2 minutes to go, Harry Kane has come off, by the way. Bayern Munich felt this game was done and dusted at 4-0 up, so they could take off their star striker Harry Kane and bring on Ben Seguir. But yeah, this is a day to forget about for Unai Emery's team here. Elias Yalert into Mudryk again. Is there a consolation goal in here? Not if Mudryk runs into Mendy like that. 2 minutes of time added on. Elise coming off as well. Let's see if we can just fashion something here. It's going to come out to Mudryk. On the edges, Tielemans. Morgan Rogers trying to find that pocket of space, but they've defended so well by Munich. It's unreal. 4-0 to the home team. Our form comes to a crashing end. So as the games come thick and fast, then it's Man United away. After Bayern Munich away is Man United away. Lovely stuff. Tielemans, what are you coming to say? I'll think about it. You're probably not going to start, but you may well come off the bench. Right, Man United at Old Trafford. So it's the lunchtime kickoff here at Old Trafford as they welcome Aston Villa in the rain. It's Manchester. It's raining. Now, quite a few players have been sold to Man United from Aston Villa over the last couple of seasons. It'll be interesting to see if any of them line up. An interesting choice is Vitek in goal for Man United. Onana being dropped for this game. We'll be back with all the lineup news after this. So, in this universe, Erik ten Hag is still in charge of Man United, and he has picked a very strange lineup. Matty Cash is going to be playing against his former club. You can just see him there shaking hands with his former teammates. But the likes of Harry Maguire, Alexander Mitrovic and Anthony all make Man United's starting 11. And it looks like this. In a 4-2-3-1, Vitek we know is in goal. Radek Vitek coming into this season as the #1 keeper, it seems. De Ligt, Maguire, Lindberg and Cash at the back. Sanchez and Ugarte. Sancho, Mount, Anthony sit behind Mitrovic. It's a very strange looking Man United team. Aston Villa come into it with the 4-4-2. A couple of changes for Unai Emery. Martinez ever present in goal. Branthwaite and Torres play at the back with Elias Yalert and Tierney. We have Redondo partnering McGinn. Bailey on the right. On the right, yes. Jaden Philogene comes in on the left. And it's Ferguson and Openda up front. So the game underway. Aston Villa last time out in their previous fixture got a humbling from Bayern Munich. They'll be hoping to recoup and recover against a much maligned or changed Man United 11. Matty Cash is robbed by Kieran Tierney. Oh, but his pass is well intercepted by Sanchez. And yeah, this Man United team just look odd with so many of the names that are starting for them just look so surreal as Tierney tries to get another ball through to Ferguson, and it's another really good interception from Sanchez, who tries to release Anthony, but he's not going to keep that one in. Kieran Tierney comes forward. Ferguson loses his footing on the wet floor, but it actually gives him a chance to then pull away from his man towards the back post. Lindberg's going to win that header, and Elias Yalert, that's a terrible pass picked out by Mason Mount. Sanchez keeps the ball for the Red Devils into Matty Cash, looking to show Unai Emery what he's missing out on, and he's got the ball up there to Anthony really well, who's held off his man. Alexander Mitrovic, brought back to the Premier League from Saudi Arabia by Man United. I don't think many people expected that. McGinn has robbed the ball in central midfield, pokes it through, he's found Ferguson. Ferguson's in! It's 1-0 Villa. Evan Ferguson scores. A really bit of poor play from Man United in midfield, and Aston Villa make them punish. That doesn't make sense. John McGinn pounced on the midfield error. Lovely little through ball to find Ferguson, and when he's in that position, he rarely misses. 1-0 Villa. I was intrigued to see who Man United got on the bench, and I'm going to have to start using my second controller to pick the team's 11, because Onana, Dalot, Garnacho, Xerxes, Christensen, Rashford, Eriksson and Euro are all on the bench. Most of those could improve this starting 11, so I think going forward, for the Premier League games especially, I'll use my second controller and start and make sure the AI picks a good starting 11. McGinn up towards Openda, holds the ball up really well, just knocks it off to Redondo. Sanchez has actually made some very crucial interceptions in this game, as Mason Mount is robbed by Kieran Tierney. Flying challenge in there, and luckily he got the ball. I think it was Ugarte who got the ball there, because that could have been a very dangerous challenge if he had timed that wrong. Oh, really good steal from Bailey. Leon Bailey could be in. He's got Ferguson square, and it goes, and he scores. He's offside. He's offside. It's not going to count. Redondo looks in towards Ferguson. Ferguson, great first touch. What a save from Vitek. Out quickly there, Radek Vitek at the feet of Ferguson, and made a really, really good save. It's a corner, though, to be taken by Jadon Philigen up towards the back post. Lindberg heads it, not really away, into the danger area. McGinn tries to feed it back out. Pau Torres ended up with the ball at his feet, and nobody expected that. Mitrovic, the first time he's really got into a danger position, feeds Mason Mount, but he's offside. 15 minutes to go, still Aston Villa 1, Man United 0, but at least Man United are starting to have some sort of attacking threat. Leon Bailey in towards Openda, good touch out of his feet. Ferguson with a shot, Vitek with another good save. 10 minutes to go in this first half here. Oh, Villa Park and Old Trafford, and Man United are just not playing very well, and Erik ten Hag will come in for some questions around this selection. Openda squares it. Ferguson's in. 2-0 from back to front, just like that, and Evan Ferguson gets another one. 2-0 Villa. What a performance this is. I tell you what, Evan Ferguson is feeling good, but that Man United defence, much like real life under Erik ten Hag, is all over the place. Openda unselfishly laid it off to Ferguson, in off the inside of the post. What a finish. Pau Torres striding out from the back, just shows the ball to Ugarte or Sancho and then takes it away from him. Lovely football this from Villa. Elias Yalert puts it over the top toward Leon Bailey. First time cross is not very good, and Sanchez has time to bring it down, but Villa are very much in their stride in this game, and Man United have got no answers for it. Ferguson brings it down, looks, it was meant to just be a little ball through to Openda. It went all the way out to Bailey, and that has left Man United off the hook a little bit here as Lindberg goes forward towards Sancho, up towards Mason Mount. I mean, Mitrovic has offered, other than the one through ball where Mason Mount was offside, Mitrovic has offered nothing for this Man United team. But it's 2-0, I don't mind. So a quick change at half-time for Aston Villa. Jared Branthwaite was very tired, and I'm worried about him picking up a knock. So we've brought on Konza just to sit at centre-back next to Pau Torres. Oh, really good interception from Bailey, and Openda could be in. Openda, De Ligt read it. I should have gone on my own. I was trying to get Evan Ferguson a hat-trick. But yeah, this Man United team are all at sea. They don't... It's so canny to real life, just with worse players. Yeah, they don't really seem to know what they're doing tactically. And I guess that was quite evident under Erik ten Hag, wasn't it? I can say that now that we've appointed Ruben Amorim. Or Jadon Sancho finally does something useful and accelerates away from Elias Yalert. He's got Pau Torres for company, and that allowed Elias Alert to get back in position, although Sancho has robbed him high up the pitch, and it goes towards Mitrovic. Ezri, Konza, what a block. Redondo feeds Jaden Philligan into Ferguson. Ferguson on one more. Openda could be in. What a block from Harry Maguire. Just as Konza puts in a great block down one end, Harry Maguire down the other end does the same. Leon Bailey on the right-hand side. Lots of space for Ferguson at the back post if he can pick him out. He couldn't. Redondo will keep this one alive. There is McGinn. In it goes to Openda. Oh, it must have taken a nick off the defender because they didn't let that go out for a goal kick. As Lindbergh looks to clear this one away. McGinn keeps it alive. Redondo on the edge. Redondo straight down Vitek's throat. Jaden Philligan into Openda. Openda just looking to turn. Great footwork from Openda outside of the foot over the bar. 7 minutes to go. 2-0 Villa. This game's done. So Anthony coming off for Man United to replace by Joshua Zirkzee. Could be a change of shape. And some changes for Aston Villa as well. Ferguson off for Duran. Redondo off for Tielemans. And Fresneda is coming on for Elias Yalert. Or John McGinn has robbed Mateus de Ligt. In it goes towards Duran. Or Vitek out very bravely. Really good goalkeeping from the young Czech Republic goalkeeper. I'm pretty sure he's Czech. And yeah, 2-0, 3 minutes to go. Man United aren't looking like a threat at all. And that is one of the oddest kicks I've ever seen. Full time, Man United 0, Aston Villa 2. A very easy, convincing win against a very odd lineup from Man United. Unai Emery doesn't care. It's another 3 points in the bag. So into the final game of the month, we're going to be taking on Leeds. This will be a simulated match, so we're going to end the season with a simulation. We've got a fully strength team, but I think we are going to mix this up a little bit. We're going to give Torres a rest. He's played pretty much every single game. We will bring in Jaden... no, we'll start Rodgers because he rested the last game. We'll give Tielemans the start in there for Kamara. We'll start Mudrik over Bailey, and we're going to start Fresneda over Elias Yalert as well. We'll bring Rooney Bargi onto the bench for Bailey. We won't give Bellingham a start. We'll put him on the bench for Kamara, give him a full rest. And let's put Feeney on the bench for Torres as well, just so there's a few different options for the AI to use. We'll quick sim this one. Can we beat Leeds and carry on in the Carabao Cup? Yes, we can. 3-1. Openda gets the goal. Tierney getting a goal in there. Openda got a brace. Lovely stuff indeed. And that will see out the month of October, meaning we'll be back to do November in tomorrow's episode, or the next episode. And yeah, that's all good. Have we got any tasks in here? Hungary, scout reports? No, not really. So let's have a quick check then, see what it's going to be looking like in November as we move into that. So Bournemouth away, then we have Leipzig in the Champions League, Arsenal, Southampton, Fenerbahce and Fulham. I think in this one we'll probably do Bournemouth. We'll simulate the Champions League games. We'll play Bournemouth, Arsenal and Fulham. So we'll simulate Fenerbahce, Southampton and Leipzig. I think that will be the plan. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. If you are, please do leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.